welcome back to Knock Knock Vinegar Show. So today, there are 5 guests together with us to share about an interesting product for today's show. So, you all have any idea about today's topic? I'm pretty sure you all can't wait for it, right? So, let's begin with today's topic, which is entitled Apple Cider Vinegar. Yes, it is apple cider vinegar. So, let's continue with this interview. So, Mr. EIZLAN, what do you think, or what is your perception based on this apple cider vinegar?
Apple cider vinegar, huh? Well, I'm sure that everyone here is familiar with apple cider vinegar. Many people these days say it's good and have a lot of benefit, especially to our health. It also has been used in skincare, hair wash, and even cooking. Apple cider vinegar is basically an apple juice when added yeast, which then turn the sugar in the juice into alcohol, or the simpler term is fermentation process. The bacteria in it will turn the alcohol into acetic acid, and that's why this vinegar has a very distinct sour taste and has such a strong smell.
Oh, okay. Okay, so basically I have no idea about the smell of apple cider vinegar since, I don't cook. But does that mean apple cider vinegar is supposed to smell like an apple since it's named apple cider vinegar?
Actually, I just used it once before. I just really couldn't stand the smell, so I'm not sure whether it's supposed to smell like that. How about others?
I have used apple cider vinegar for quite numerous times before. I personally do not think that it smells really that bad. But maybe if you are a first time user, you might think that the smell was really unpleasant. Okay, like my sister. My sister said that apple cider vinegar smells like a rotting body odor mixed with vinegar. Personally, I think that apple cider vinegar smells like an ordinary vinegar. Maybe if you have gotten used to it, you will think like me. If you think that it smells really that unpleasant or really full, you might have to check the expiration date, because sometimes it may be the result of expiration date or whether by the poor fermentation. Poor fermentation will causes the apple cider vinegar to smell like sulfur.
Wow, actually, I'm quite surprised, but rotting body odor, it's really got me speechless. Okay. So earlier, Mr. EIZLAN has mentioned about the bacteria. So, Mr. Danish, what do you think of the principle of microorganism in apple cider vinegar?
During the production of apple cider vinegar, as stated by Mr. EIZLAN, the bacteria will convert alcohol into acetic acid. The production of acetic acid, phenyl acetate, and isoamine acetate will gradually increase during the fermentation process with time. Actually, bacterial diversity is very large during the whole fermentation process. At the early stage of fermentation process, the most dominant bacteria is Lactococcus and Enococcus, which both are gram-positive bacteria. While for the middle stage of fermentation and towards the late fermentation process, the most dominant bacteria are Acetobacter, which is negative gram bacteria, and Lactococcus.
Oh, so does that mean during the whole fermentation process of apple cider vinegar, Lactococcus is the most dominant bacteria? Is that what it means?
Yes, while Enococcus in this unique species in the stage of alcohol fermentation for Actobacter in occurs repeatedly in the stage of lactic acid fermentation. This actually explains the potential reason of the gradual increase in
acetic acid, phenethyl acetate, and isoamyl acetate.
during the dynamic fermentation of apple vinegar. Besides a variety of microorganisms
A few minutes later.
Synergistically,
the unique taste and flavor of the fermented vinegar product.
Wow, it was a good explanation by Mr. Danish. Thank you for it. So now basically we have a general idea about the apple cider vinegar. So now let's talk about the production of apple cider vinegar. So Ms. Dharmila and Ms. Saliza, do you all have any idea on how the procedures on the production of the apple cider vinegar? Like how it produced?
I have read once before that the process of manufacturing apple cider vinegar in the factories require basically 12 to 13 steps. Yeah, 12 to 13 steps. Firstly, in order to make apple cider vinegar, of course, they need apples. So in this process, they will harvest the apples from an orchard or other suitable places and so on. After that, from all the apples that they have collected, they will select firm and ripe apples to ensure the suitable taste in making the vinegar later. Then, all the selected apples will be stored and allowed to soften and mellow to enable the next process, which is washing and grinding. To extract the juice, the apple will be pressed by 3 types of process, such as hydraulic press, screw press, or the bell press. After all pasteurization, cooling, and filling have been done, it's only then that they will proceed to fermentation process. Fermentation process has 2 stages, which is classical alcoholic fermentation of sugars into ethanol, followed by acetobacter fermentation. Lastly, they can proceed with filter, aging, and packaging. It's quite complicated, right? Yeah! I guess making by yourself is much easier than the factory's one. Maybe Mrs. Dharmila can explain to us how to make homemade apple cider vinegar.
Since it's so simple and so inexpensive to do, so everyone has the ability to make their own. I have been create my own apple cider vinegar at home. There are few distinct approaches that you might take to accomplish this process. Either the entire apple, which has been peeled and cored, or the apple skin and chunk can be used in this. In my opinion, use peel and core is the best way to make use of food that would otherwise be thrown away into the compost bin. This is because it's an excellent way to utilize food that would otherwise be wasted. So the first step is don't throw out those apple core. Here, how can turn them in a beautiful apple cider vinegar. You will need the core of 3 to 4 apple, a very clean glass jar, 2 tablespoons of sugar, a swatch of cloves, and a rubber band. Put the sugar into the jar and your apple core. Cover with lukewarm water ensure all apples are fully submerged. Secure the cloth with a rubber band and place it in a dark, dry, cool cabinet. For 3 weeks, filter out the apple and let it sit for other month. Now you have...
Okay, so based on the explanation given, we can see that the one produced in the factory looks quite complicated. I mean, if me myself, I would rather prefer to do it in my home since it's easy and it can save money as well. So, I have this one question that running in my mind. What is the purpose of this apple cider vinegar? I mean, what are the applications and what can we do with the apple cider vinegar? So, I wish to ask this question to Ms. Ivy and Mr. EIZLAN on the applications of apple cider vinegar.
I have seen many people use it as a weight loss aid. I'm not sure whether it totally helps in boosting weight loss because it only has a few supportive claims by scientists. However, we couldn't deny that maybe it does help a little because some say that drinking apple cider vinegar helps them feel full, which in turn reduces their calorie intake. I personally recommend this apple cider vinegar for people who want to lose weight, but they might have to add some healthy lifestyle routine to increase the effect. It doesn't mean that you should drink a bottle of apple cider vinegar a day to boost weight loss. It's enough to just put around 2 to 3 tablespoons of the vinegar in a glass of water, and it is the best to consume it before eating.
Wait, can I use it in my cooking? Because I don't think I can handle the sour taste.
Yeah, you also can do it like that. You can put apple cider vinegar in all kinds of recipes such as salad dressing, soup, sauces, hot drink, and more.
Like I said before, I just couldn't handle the strong smell, so I never had any chance to explore the uses of it. But to my surprise, my sister used it as a skin toner. She said the antibacterial, the antifungal, and the antiviral property of the acid found in the raw apple cider vinegar make it a very excellent weapon against acne and acne-inducing bacteria. It will also help cleanse and tighten the skin to help protect it from the bacteria and all other impurities.
Okay, I'm so curious right now. Like, how does it use as a skin toner?
It is actually very easy to use it. You just have to pour some of the apple cider vinegar into a bowl, bottle or container. It's up to you. And then just add a bit of water and shake it. Now it's done. So you just can apply it directly into your freshly cleaned face.
Wow, that looks so easy. I mean, it doesn't even take a minute, I guess. So, anyone have any other ideas on how to use the apple cider vinegar? I'm curious right now.
ACV has multiple uses as a quick fix. One of these is as a hair wash to enhance scalp hair straight and shiny, while other as a home panacea or cure-all for health problems despite of lack of research. The sign and benefit of apple cider vinegar for hair care to deliver. Apple cider vinegar may be a useful natural remedy for those dealing with hair problems such as dandruff, hair inbreak. Why use apple cider vinegar for hair care? There are a lot of reasons why this trendy health food is benefit for hair. The pH and acidity scala. In the first position, apple cider vinegar is acid. This will have some research healthy benefit. It contains a high amount of acetic acid. The majority of hair that appear dry or frizzy has a higher acid content or pH. The theory is that an acid substance such as apple cider vinegar (ACV) reduce pH, restore hair healthy balance.
I see. I'm amazed actually. I'm sure a lot of people can relate together with me, am I right? So, based on this talk, and of course not forgetting the smell, which it smells like a rotting body odor. I mean, I know it sounds funny, but yeah, it's a good explanation on it. So I guess we have covered all the topics and all the questions for today's show. And I would like to say my gratitude towards all the guests for this show. Thank you very much for your time, and your explanation was very well explained in this show. I'm sure the audience over there gets some knowledge on this vinegar. So, you know what? I can't wait to do my own homemade apple cider vinegar at my home. So guys, that's all for today's TV show. I'm Shamla Vinothan signing off from Knock Knock Vinegar Show. Thank you for watching and stay tuned for next topic. Goodbye.